Leave the everyday stresses behind and come on an action-packed ride with me, Penny Wells, and the Discover Oz crew as we travel to the top of Down Under. Join me on a white-knuckle ride to the top of Down Under. Hi, I'm Penny Wells and welcome to the top of Down Under. If you enjoyed last week's episode, well, I guarantee you're going to love this one too, because this time we're heading for Karumba to fish around Mornington Island, but not before crossing the Leichhardt River on the Kajabbi Track. So jump on board and let's go for a ride. About 120 kilometres northeast of Mount Isa on the Lake Julius Kajabbi Track, you will arrive at the largest of the river crossings on this road. Okay, so Joe's just letting my tyres down for me. We're about to cross what's called part of the Leichhardt River. We've spent quite a bit of time walking through it because it is deep in some sections, but we've found a path that we'd like to take that we think will be okay. It's only up to about waist deep in most sections, so I'll just take it nice and slow, not push too much of a bow wave, and we should be fine. Although the water is relatively still, traction on the slippery moss-covered rocks isn't guaranteed. Holding your nerve and backing off the gas was the ticket on the mossy rocks. I got a little bit excited. From one bank to the other is approximately 60 metres wide. However, due to some deep pockets of water, boarding straight across was not an option, and the desired route looked more like a dogleg. Okay, so I just made it across then. Halfway through I did get a bit excited and I started going too fast and bogged down, so I just had to slow it down and take it a bit easier. Jode's about to come across now, so it should be good. It is a little bit daunting when you first put your vehicle in to just see this expanse of water, but yeah, it's not too bad. Once you're in, it's okay. Petrol engines generally don't like deep water crossings, but by Jodie maintaining a steady throttle control coupled with a good snorkel, her patrol purred across effortlessly.
Deeper than I thought it was going to be, sort of freak out a little, but yeah, as long as you go slow it seems to be okay. You just crawl through it.
Didn't do what I did and got a bit excited. The left pedal, yeah. And as I dropped into it, you just look out and there's just all this water in it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it seems a lot further and scarier than it is once you sort of plan it out.
That's it, yeah. All good. Did well. Thank you. Another 32 kilometres on, you will arrive back on the Blacktop. Heading towards Normington, the Bynoe River makes for a good spot to stop and have a breather. The fishing is fruitful, but it's not a spot to slip on the bikinis and go for a swim. There is an old saying that rings true around here, and that is where there is barramundi, there is also crocodiles. Here in the Bynoe River, there is no shortage of saltwater crocodiles. The town Normington was established in the 1860s and today has a population of about 1,500, which increases greatly with visitors during the dry season. It has all your basic services and several historic buildings to investigate. 70 kilometres on, the Norman River meets the coast at Karumba. This is an esteemed fishing spot of the grey nomads. Directly across from the boat ramp is the Sunset Caravan Park. This park is understandably very popular, so advanced bookings are recommended. After the break, we're going fishing. You are spoilt for choice when it comes to fishing charters operating out of Karumba, but Pentana fishing charters are a bit different to all the others, as they venture out deep sea where the real action happens. It's not camera shy? Hello there, you must be Dale.
Yeah, welcome aboard, Penny.
Oh, thank you. Good to finally meet you. Yeah, I really like my fishing, so I can't wait to get going.
When I get going.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for having us aboard the Pentana, Dale. I can't wait to get out there. How many people does it actually sleep?
8 passengers and 2 crew.
Okay, and what about the size of the boat?
45-foot vessel.
Wow, okay.
Air conditioned, steel
Lovely.
hull.
Fabulous. And how long do you usually go out for charters?
Yeah, minimum of 3 days,
Yep.
up to 10.
Yeah, great. And where are we heading to?
We leave at the river at Karumba Port. We go across the Gulf in a norwesterly direction. We go to Bountiful Island. We go round past Bountiful Island up to Pasonia, around the top of Mornington. We go to a little island called Man of War. Going to fish on the top side of that. Then come back to Mornington and fish around there.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So it's a fair distance, isn't it?
125 mile.
How long will it take to get to say,
Approximately
Mornington?
12 hours around to Mornington.
Really? Wow. Excellent. And what sort of fish could we expect to catch out there?
We get most species of reef fish, a lot of Spanish mackerel.
Yeah.
You reef fish, your red emperor, trout, nanny guy, finger mark.
Oh, okay. Wow. Big variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a
Sounds
lot of mackerel.
mackerel.
Yeah,
They're
a lot
good
of
eating too,
Very
aren't they?
nice, very nice.
Okay. Oh, that sounds great. Very excited to get out there.
Yeah, I'll go and pull the anchor and we'll go.
Okay, great. Steaming from port in the late afternoon, the sunset was gorgeous.
Did you tell me that you love me just to open up my heart, just to crawl down deep inside and just to rip it apart? You drove that dagger in just a little too far, and now I'm falling, now I'm falling apart. I'll rip your clothes off and burn them in your bed and grab your little husky, take her with you instead. I'm not your puppet, you won't play me like a fool. I know what you did, and I'm coming after you.
After travelling all night, the first lines hit the water just before sunrise, and it wasn't long before my first hookup. The barracuda was not our target fish, but it put up a good fight anyway, even on heavy gear.
Go on, mate.
Where do you eat, though? You can't eat them when they're this big because they got worms in them.
They're not a very good eating fish.
At this size, barracuda are not to be eaten, and with razor-sharp teeth, this is one fish I would definitely not kiss before I send him back into the blue waters.
Got him.
Alright, so there you go.
Yeah.
You lied to me. You lied to me.
While you're fishing on the top deck, Jockey the cook is down below taking care of Smoko.
Well home.
Jockey's cooked us a cake of coffee here. You will need a feed to keep your energy up because the fish are constantly on the bite.
To your little black heart, and now you're the one who's falling, yeah, you're falling apart. I'll rip your clothes off and burn them in your bed and grab your little hussy, take her with you instead. I'm not your puppet, you won't play me like a fool. I know what you did, and I'm coming after you.
Being anchored over a reef, Next into the icebox was a beautiful parrotfish.
42 centimetres.
42. Yay!
Feel that one?
Yeah, it's great. Parrotfish, they're pretty good eating. But nice colours. Yeah, beautiful. Taste them already. You know you're on a good thing when even the locals use the same charter. Charlie, a regular on the Pentana, was about to show me how to land a highly sought after table fish.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
A good-sized red emperor had everyone on board jealous and hoping for more.
You saw it? 60.
A quiet spell was welcome rest after the workout my arms were getting. But it was short-lived as the fish decided it was time to play again, and they seemed to be getting bigger and bigger. Whenever a game takes that.
You missed the belt loop there, I just want to see it. Big shark, is it? Oh, it is, isn't it? He's gonna go, Charlie.
After a 15-minute wrestle, this shark finally showed himself. And with a flick of his tail, he saved us the hassle of retrieving the hook. Thanks, Charlie.
Good on, man.
Hope you work.
No wonder you couldn't jack in.
We do what you just want to try.
That was awesome. He's huge. More lines in the water meant more chances of catching fish. Even the Captain Dale was getting amongst them. This was a magnificent fish, and up to this point was catch of the day. But Dale's glory came at the price of bruising and sore muscles. But it was a small price to pay for the tasty fillets to follow.
Between 13 and 19.
19.
For all the details to plan your own fishing trip, jump online to karumbafishing.com. The boat was put in motion for some afternoon trolling. As soon as their captain heard a shout out, it was a signal to kill the engines as there was a hookup. And I had an inquiry on my line I had to attend to. All on board had their suspicions it was a mackerel by the way it was shaking its head.
Hang on to him.
I nearly had the mackerel in gaffing distance, but he had other plans. Thank goodness Jockey came to the rescue and anchored me so I could land this big fella.
Yep, get in here.
That was fun. Who was holding on to me?
Jock was holding.
Wow, that was awesome fun. See what my mackerel just did? He bit off the bib that makes the lure dive down. Decent fish. What a perfect end to an awesome day's fishing. Join us after the break as we show you how Jodie kits out her four-wheel drive on a budget for touring. Another great thing about doing a four-wheel drive trip is it's a good opportunity to fit any other accessories you might need on your vehicle to get you off the beaten track. And a great place to start is somewhere like here. These guys are experts in the field. Follow me and we'll meet Dave. He's going to help me out. Dave, nice to see you again.
You too.
I'd like you to meet Jode, friend of mine.
Nice to meet you, Jode.
Now, Dave really helped me out with my vehicle. I had some crook shockies and also the cable on my winch.
Yeah, the synthetic winch rope.
That's right, he fitted that as well. So, Dave's definitely the guy to talk to.
No worries, we'll come with me and we'll set your vehicle up for touring.
Awesome. Right, so one thing I noticed on the training course is I need more lift under the car. So what can you do for me?
You're going to be travelling for a month?
Yep, so I'll need everything to fit in the time.
No worries. What I'd recommend for that vehicle, being a coil-sprung vehicle, is 4 coils and 4 shocks.
Okay.
And that should give you the load carrying ability and also the lift that you require for the trip.
Awesome, so what's next then? So I'm going to need a bull bar for this trip by the off chance I could hit something.
Yep, where you're heading up to the Gulf, animal strikes are quite common. And I noticed, Jodie, you've been eyeing off this bull bar.
I have, it's got a lot of bling, it's going to go well with my mags.
It's very, very popular amongst their customers, this bull bar.
Yep, I also need a winch too, so will this be able to fit that?
Yep, all our bars are winch compatible.
Cool.
And mentioned you need a winch. Come up here and I'll show you some winches.
Right.
All right, Jodie, well, the 2 winches that we have is a 9,500 pound winch and a 12,000 pound winch.
Yep.
For your vehicle, I'd recommend the 12,000 pound winch.
Okay.
And they come with steel cable.
All right, this is the cable that Penny's got on hers, isn't it?
Yes, Penny opted for the synthetic rope. It's lighter on the vehicle. It's also easy to use. It floats on the water. If it does break, you can retie it and use it again.
Okay. What's with the garage remote here?
That is another feature of our winch. It's a wireless remote that can be used up to 30 metres away from the vehicle. And it also comes with a corded remote too, just in case the batteries go flat in this remote here. Something else I just thought of as well, seeing you're heading up into Gulf country, which is croc country, is a rooftop tent. Come and I'll show you that.
All right.
Okay, Jodie, if you don't want to sleep on the ground with the crocs and the snakes, this is a rooftop tent.
Sounds good. Don't want to spend the nights with them. My hubby, he's about 6 foot. Is he going to be cramped up on the bed there?
It's a double bed up there. Its length is 2.4 metres.
Yep.
You'd be quite surprised how roomy it is. Check
Okay.
it out.
No, definitely more spacious in here, you're right, it's deceiving.
Yeah, and up here you'll be safe, high, dry, with a good breeze flowing through.
Awesome.
Rooftop tent, definitely a must, I think.
Excellent, I thought you'd like that.
Yep, everything you've shown me so far, spot on what I want. I'm on a bit of a budget though, so maybe see where we're at with that, and then maybe I'll grab a few more accessories.
No worries.
Jodie had a budget of $20,000 to buy and build her touring vehicle. $7,000 of that had already been spent by purchasing the GU Nissan Patrol. From what she had learnt at her driver training course, suspension was at the top of her list. In addition to what Dave had shown her, Jodie needed a 45-litre fridge with dual batteries to power it, a snorkel for deep river crossings, and good driving lights to spot wandering livestock at night. With her vehicle shaping up to be a formidable tourer and still well under budget, an additional 2 pull-out awnings were added for extra comfort and shade.
No worries, girls. There's your keys.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Ta, thanks,
Thank you.
Dave.
Enjoy your trip.
We will.
No worries.
Absolutely.
Yep. See ya.
Don't they look great all done up?
Oh yeah, they look fab. After a solid, full-on day's fishing, the crew had one heck of an appetite. And we're in luck because Jockey is a fantastic cook and the Pentana is a fully catered for charter. Roast dinner, roast potatoes, even got gravy, veggies, awesome. The Pentana has a hot shower and comfy beds. So for all those ladies out there who think deep sea fishing is a blokes only trip, think again, because ladies, the boys have been holding out on you. Good dinner and keep on fishing. Although we had caught many different species, there was still one that eluded me. But that was all about to change.
There's a house down the road with a story. Growing up, I was told to ignore.
Oh, wow! What is it? Red Emperor? That'll do the plate. Hey? Very nice.
Bit tired, but it's all good.
You ready to go again, are you?
Sean travels up annually from the snowy mountains to fish the Gulf waters. He was not one to go home with a half-filled freezer. To say he was a man on a mission would be an understatement.
Nothing you can do, you just gotta let him run.
There we go.
Oh, look at it.
I
Oh,
reckon he's a 16. Woo!
close that gate.
Close that
I'm sure a 16-kilo Spanish mackerel would put a dent in the freezer space.
Oh, between 14 and 16, depending on which way the boat's rocking. Beautiful.
Well, that's it for this episode. We have had such a blast on board the Pentana. The skipper was great, Dale, and also the cook jockey was fabulous too. I recommend this to anyone because the variety of fish that you'll catch will just blow your mind. And next time on the top of Down Under, heading for the Gregory River for a spot of fishing. After checking out the Leichhardt Falls and then onto the stunning Lawn Hill. We'll see you then.
Get that one on video.
Look at that. That's calamari there. Facing the other way.
Not at the camera.
You wanted to dye that shirt anyway.
And his hair.